I've seen some wild things. People stealing 80% of the traffic of a site by duplicating it, rewriting everything they've done with AI slightly different, taking all the traffic. Are we seeing drastic shifts in the way traffic is being allocated between websites, between the AI overview versus the actual stuff that gets clicked down below?
Yeah.
How is the landscape changing today in terms of how brands and businesses are getting traffic?
So traditionally, depending on the industry you're in, if you looked at a search engine results page, like a Google page once you've typed something in, you've got like a couple ads at the top, then you've got Google Maps, and then you've got like the organic results. Google Maps only appears if you're searching for something local. It knows enough to show you maps when it's appropriate. If it's not appropriate, it just won't include maps. And historically, probably about 5 to 10% of people would click on an ad. If it's a local search, like 60% to 80% would click on maps. So if you're looking for like a plumber or a dryer or Noel Leeming or like an appliance or whatever. So maps is huge for local businesses. But if we remove that from the equation, then the remaining like 20 to 30% is the Google search. So that's kind of like the way it was structured before, where like maps held the most importance if it was local, then it was organic search, and then a little bit of ads on top. AI overview has kind of like flipped a lot of that on its head, because you can now pull data from Google Maps, from search, from everywhere, and the AI overview kind of just tells you everything you need to know. So we're seeing a lot of like what are they called? Like zero-click searches now, where it's
That's
like,
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just Google search, I ain't clicking anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like 90% of the time AI overview is sorting me out.
Yeah, exactly. So it's become that, and it's become ChatGPT, and there's lots of theories, but people are assuming that in 2026, like 25% to however many percent you want to say, like 50, 60% of traffic is shifting from Google to ChatGPT. And even just like 2 weeks ago, yeah, so it's massive. And then,
Oh my God, if you're not across that, your business is gonna die.
yeah. And then to really, to really add that in, like ChatGPT for Mac users last couple
Bro,
of weeks
I need
ago.
a stretch too. I need a stretch too.
I was just looking to see if you got a Mac. You do. So they've released their own browser called Atlas for ChatGPT, and that came out like a week or two ago. And that's basically the same thing as Google, but you now have a little assistant that follows you around everywhere and can remember everything you've ever done, and it can guide you, it can do stuff for you, it can blah, 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 blah. So we're very quickly entering into the world of, one of my clients said this to me a couple years ago now, and he's pretty bang on. He was like, I reckon in 5 or so years, he's like, we're not even going to be using websites that much anymore. We're going to be using our assistants because they'll be doing everything for us. And it's hard to conceptualize now, but we're going to move less and less away from screens and websites and more just to assistants doing things for us, either through voice or through a bit of screen time, but they will be the ones doing it all because they can do what we can do times 100 or times 1,000
at scale, and we're just gonna, the human's always going to tend towards convenience, right? We're just gonna continue going down there.
The most efficient path.
And it is hard to conceptualize now, just like all those pen manufacturers when the printing press came out. Or the like rich horse and carriage guy that didn't invest with Henry Ford. He's like, those automobiles,
idiot.
not for us.
And like BlackBerry with smartphones, he's like, people aren't going to touch their phones with their thumbs.
Yeah, they need all the buttons.
Yeah.
No, but I was sitting there, and the thing that's scary about AI search and exciting if you're an entrepreneur that is able to take advantage of opportunities, because where there is flux and fear, there is opportunity, right?
Excitement.
And that's what I love. And I love that I'm going to be here when the party gets good too, not just at the start. Woohoo for us. But the scary bit is how rapidly it's moving. So computers came in and social media and the internet came in, but it didn't happen in 3 years. We didn't go all Google traffic, all AI traffic 3 years. I put a post in the community yesterday because I had my first AI GPT experience that I wanted to show you. So I have been doing a bit of gardening. I'm going to show you my garden after I show everyone. It's amazing.
Nice.
And the missus wants me to grow some flowers.
Yeah.
I never want to grow flowers because I don't want to grow stuff I can eat.
Yeah.
But it's,
Yeah.
like an efficiency versus aesthetics. And so I'm like, okay. So I typed into ChatGPT, growing tulips by planting in November in Auckland. And then so I got a little thing, came up, growing tulips in Auckland, can you plant in November, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, best flowers to plant in November. Here are some of the best flowers to plant in November, along with planting tips helping thrive. And I went, oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
And I clicked the thing and I went, and then I had a link.
Yeah.
And now I'm on a pre-sale advertorial page for marigolds, which Yates, if you're watching this, you need to optimize because you've got no call to action. I was a buyer and you lost me.
Yeah.
And then this one here, straight into product page, call to action, marigold,
There we
white
go,
gold
add
max.
to cart, done,
Boof,
easy.
add to cart, I'm done. And I had that
And then Atlas will be like, hey, do you want me to add these 3 flowers to your cart for you and check out for you? And you'll be like, yes, please.
Yes, please.
Like, just make it easy for me. My budget's $50. Buy whatever flowers you think are best for November. Cool, done. Add to cart, purchase, done, sorted. You know, like that's, and that's like probably here now.
So that's here now, right?
Yeah.
And so in my post last night, I was like, you'll be a fool if you didn't think 50 to 80% of traffic in the next 10 years is going to be generated through the stuff. But it's going to happen faster. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yeah.
I had that personal experience and went, oh my golly gosh.
Yeah.
That's just better.
And what you can do on top of that, and this is maybe a little bit redundant, but also exciting, is, well, it's not, it's important. You could have gone out to your garden and taken photos and videos and said, like, this is my space. What do you recommend? Like, how many flowers should I buy? Blah, blah, blah. And it'll give you design advice. And then Atlas will eventually be on your phone. And then it'll be connected. So, like, do you want me to go and purchase this for you right now? And you go, yes, please. So you'd walk out there and do a video, take some photos.
It's all voice and product listings. The whole idea of a website is inherent inefficiency, right? And you've seen that in the
inefficiency.
Yeah, you've seen in the supply chain, we had manufacturers, and then we had agents, and then we had brands, and then we had distributors, and then we had retailers to get a product to the end consumer. And then Temu came along.
Yeah.
And just went bang, right? Because you squeeze it all out. And that's what humans are, these efficiency machines, and we just drive for that.
Yeah.
So
we get so used to doing something, we forget that, like, we're actually hardwired for convenience. And then when that next step comes, you're like, oh yeah, of course I should be doing it that way. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
like, even just seeing, like, the whole, like, you click on that flower, and like you said, my brain heard of it when there was no, like, add to cart, and I'm like, like,
come on, Yates.
You know, you're like, you know, and it already kind of creates that, like, irony, because, like, I don't know, a few years ago that would have been, like, really good, but now it's already just, like, not quite fast enough.
It's not quite good enough. Like, bro, like, Yates needs us.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to do a SEO teardown on you, Yates, and show you all the, like, how many people are searching right now for gardening advice in ChatGPT and going to these unoptimized pages? And they've probably, I don't know if they did that intentionally, that's probably accidental.
Yeah.
Right? If we want to go and grab all the traffic coming out of gardening advice for a direct-to-consumer gardening supply store, which I want to do, by the way. I've got a whole idea. Anyway, if you went and really aggressively got into that, maybe I'd like to talk about that in the context of, like, AI content engineering.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saving us for. This is the big chunk. But, oh gosh, I just had one more exciting bit to say about that.
So I'll jump in and I'll say, like, the crazy thing on that is that ChatGPT, or any kind of, like, let's call it a context-driven search. So it's something where you might go back and forth a few times. You can't really do that with an AI overview. Actually, I think in Google now there's a section where you can click on the AI and, like, have a continuous conversation with
AI search.
Yeah. So whether you're an AI search or ChatGPT, like, you go back and forth a few times, you ask for advice, you're sending paragraphs or sentences or voice notes. You know that because of all that context, the answer that you're going to get is obviously so much more precise than a Google search. So what that means, bottom line, is that people coming from ChatGPT, they're converting like 5 to 10 times higher than even Google search people. And Google search people are converting
10 times higher than
ads.
Meta people.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's actually kind of insane how much higher converting AI chat conversions are, because they're ready to go. Like,
cool. A citation-driven click, because you're only clicking on that citation if you're like, all right, well, I'm kind of ready to get the thing. Because I'm actually don't need to be on your website unless I'm doing something. What's the website there for anymore?
Yeah.
Purchasing. So if we think that like the physical supply chain has been collapsed and now Temu to end consumer, well, the same thing's going to happen, right? It's going to be voice to thing you want.
Yeah.
And it's going to be agents talking to product category listings.
Yeah.
And so AI is flipping not just the way search is generating traffic, it's going to flip the entire way e-commerce is driven.
Yeah.
So you still got the 75, 80% of commerce done in store, right? Which a lot of the brands we work with, they're all omni-channel anyway. You kind of have to be these days.
Yeah.
So search is going to empower that. But for that chunk, for if you've got a business that's 100% direct to consumer.
It's changing human behavior fundamentally.
Yeah.
So even in store, it's going to benefit hugely to be ranking on ChatGPT and AI overviews because for me, example, so the portable aircon I wanted for my office, I took photos of my space. I asked it to help me figure out how big my room was. It was like, oh, do some paces because that's like 0.8 meters per pace or something. So I paced it, calculated the size of my room for me. I took photos and it was like, okay, cool. This aircon's probably too big. This one's probably too small. And it literally worked with me to find like the perfect portable aircon for me, for my space and budget and what I wanted. And then the link was there to Trade Depot. And then I went to their website, I purchased it, and then I drove to Onehunga to get it because I didn't want to wait a few days for delivery or whatever. I just drove there because it took 20 minutes. Like went to their big warehouse, chucked it in the boot, went home, set it up.
Bang.
So like in-person stores still benefit hugely from that because they had the best deal. ChatGPT found the best solution for me. They had it done.
Boom. And if you're the guy that has the AI search optimized content, you're getting that sale.
Yeah. The super high converting sale.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
insane.
Absolutely love that.